trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. Bulls his way forward. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's dropped. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I'll tell you what, quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. End off from the shotgun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Bulldozes him. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice.
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
I love it. Forget all the cute stuff. It's 1st and goal. I'm trying to get 6. Nice job. Just get the quarterback under center. Let us push him into the end zone and get the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the gun, running back gets to give. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard. The RPO fired complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the
just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he's a real nowhere
near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Line gets set, first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That's a really nice throw. You think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He
continues to fight for yards. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Snagged on the outside, it's Graham. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And he got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Running to the left. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Snagged in the middle. It's Luck. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still...
Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Power football with the run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now on 2nd down. Give to the back. The Ducks will move the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And first down for the offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. Got a man. It's Luck. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
This drive has been sharp. They've moved the chains a couple of times. Now 1st and 10 from the 42. He wants to throw. And wings it incomplete. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Going deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity.
Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And Reese, listen, we already know he already threw the interception in the last drive. We got to get this together. This is a couple bad plays that we put together now. If I'm an OC, I'm going to make this simple. Maybe I run the football. Maybe I get him a screen. Something easy maybe to get him a little bit back in a rhythm.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Sayin. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to beat the D deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're bringing heat. Caught over the middle. It's Luck. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Trying to make magic with his feet. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
The Ducks decide to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 45 on its way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He is having a day, and think about this stat. Ezekiel Elliott has his name in the top 20 single-game rushing record list 5 times, more than any of the great Ohio State backs. Oh, we might have another entry coming here.
Oh, that's incredible to think about. You think about some of his past runs that were so amazing. When you got a guy that can do this and put up big numbers, he's having a day. This offense is having a day because of it. Keep it going, young fella.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. To throw, it's Sayin. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll throw on third down. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the Buckeyes have moved it inside the 20. The give to the back. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Offensively, and are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Field goal is good. And now the lead's extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Pitt is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. They've got to be loving this in a Steel City. They're up 14 over Arkansas. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Coming after it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Gets it out fast. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Third down coming.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He's going to fire deep. He's got it. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Always good good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. They stripped it out. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication is going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Pickup of 11. That's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 17, Oregon 14.
And the Ducks look to do some damage in the red zone. Might as well give it to him again. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but...
Touchdown, Ducks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
2nd and 10 here. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
At the 21-yard line. 3rd down.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? To the air, it's Sayin. Got his man on the right. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
This is so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He leaves it with his back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Third down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Across the 25, he's got room. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. When it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting a tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Throwing right.